So I wanted to talk about what it feels like getting a later in life neurodivergence diagnosis. So I have my trusty post-it notes because one of the things I've learned is why I have a terrible working memory. So the first thing, I suppose, speaking to a professional about my neurodivergence to get the diagnosis was really validating. I'd never been able to articulate, describe what was going on for me internally in terms of the things that I was struggling with and the feelings that I had. Not only did he listen, he believed me, and he asked questions that allowed me to find the language to describe it more. It was very validating, and lots of people who are late diagnosed will tell you that that is an amazing experience. The second thing, I suppose, is that I was relieved because you're measured against neurotypical standards, and nobody knows they're doing that. It's just what happens. But because of that, you're usually too much of something or not enough of something else. And you get these labels throughout your life that you start to believe because you just can't figure out why you're like that. So you think things like I'm defective or there's something wrong with me. So it's really great to get that validation that there's an explanation behind why you do the things the way that you do them. The third thing was probably we should talk about, there's a massive amount of sadness that you feel because your brain can't help but go to a place where you wonder, what would my life have been like had I known earlier? Had I had some support? Had I been able to figure out what my strengths and weaknesses are better? It's a normal thing, I think, to do, is to have that type of grief and to wonder how things might have been. But now I'd say I'm in a really good place about it because it's actually one of the best things that's ever happened to me, because it's allowed me to start figuring out who I am and what things matter to me, what I'm good at and what I'm not good at, so where I need support. It's allowed me to connect with other neurodivergent people. You connect in life with who you click with, and we understand each other better. There's less masking needed. You can be yourself more. So that's a really positive thing. And it means that I can live I'm still designing how to live my life in a way that suits me more, rather than living it according to neurotypical standards and other people's expectations. And also because I've just got this massive amount of curiosity about it now. There's a joke in my friends circle that it's become my special topic, because there's so much surrounding it. It shows up in people's lives in so many different ways, and there's lots of science behind it. So for a science geek like me, it's a really great thing to be finding out about. And the reason I talk about it is because I got support to get my diagnosis, and I'm in a place now where I want to do that for other people, because it can actually be difficult to go through that whole process. So I think for those of us who are out the other side and we can support people, I think that's a really important thing to do.